Welcome to Full Circle Florals. We just wanted to do a quick little blip here about what we're doing with the U-Pick blackberries. So I listed on our social media that we are going to be starting to book or scheduling 30-minute increments starting July 3rd. And so we'll do basically through that weekend and the next weekend and see what we've got for the weekend after. So we're just basically going to book for what the blackberries are producing. There's enough right now. The very first group's already booked. They're pretty large size groups, but I think it's some littles, so they don't pick as much. They might eat more than they pick, but I feel pretty confident that we're gonna have a lot for all kinds of different reservations. So just giving you some little tips before we go. When you book, I will send you an email that has the link to our waiver, which is just to make, you're on the property, if you get hurt, that you're on a farm and that can happen. So be prepared. So there our waiver, and then kind of a blackberry picking guide. I found a great one on the internet. I'll just put a little reference to that, and a link to this YouTube video so that you can, maybe this is where you're seeing us for the first time if you're not already a subscriber. So real quick, here's things that I do to make blackberry picking a little bit more safe and fun, enjoyable, and productive. So one of the big things is you are coming out to a farm, so you're going to want some sunblock and some bug spray, whatever kind you like. Awesome. I like to have, now a lot of this is in shade in the morning, but it can get sunny, so you want a nice big hat to wear in case you are sensitive to light. As far as tools for harvesting, I like to harvest mine into colanders, but if you wanted, you could also harvest into something like a bucket. This is just an ice cream bucket, or any container you have is fine. We're booking in half-an-hour increments for $5 a person, which I really don't know how much you're going to be able to feasibly pick in the 30-minute slot. I'm guessing about this much. I'm not sure. But whatever you can pick in that 30 minutes, it's all yours for that $5. So I think that's a pretty good deal. I feel like in 30 minutes I could pick a colander this size or bigger. Probably. We'll see. So anyway, bring one of those or multiples if you have them. I use gloves, and then you can see I'm in a long sleeve shirt. I'm in paint jeans, and I like to wear, I can show my shoes here. These are my hiking boots, but if you have leather boots or anything that'll cover your feet, because ultimately these little guys, check it out. Those are pretty thorny. These get stuck on you, so as you go by, they'll grab your skin, grab your shirt, grab whatever. So be aware of that. These are not thornless blackberries by any way or any means. These are wild blackberries. The flavor is delicious. We were eating some this morning. Some are just a hint tart, but I'll talk about how to pick the very best ones. So the first thing you'll start with is your colander, gloves. You could go this far if you want. You're definitely not going to get pricked on the hand with this guy. Something like this with this bottom might not be too bad. This top would make me go, maybe not, because it's going to get snagged on the blackberry bush like that. But I like to just use these. I feel like this usually will do the best. And, you have your pair. But my little trick is colander, tongs, gloves. So let me see if I can find one that's close to this area. Here's one here. So I use this. You can use it as a lever to push this down, and then you use your colander to hold it down. And oftentimes I like to get right up underneath the berry and then just pull it, and you'll feel like if it pops right off, it's ready. If there's any resistance, it's not. So I would let those go and not do it. Let's go over into I know it's sunny, but let's go over into the sun here so I can show you with a legit ready to pick blackberry how easily it comes off. So come on over. What do we got here? These look pretty good. So these guys are kind of little guys to here, but you can see there's some much bigger ones up in here. Those are probably gonna be big fat berries. But let's just check it out. So I've got colander underneath. I'm just gonna grab a hold of this guy. That really didn't have too much give to it. These are still a little early, so I don't know if I would say any of those are quite ready. Let's try this guy down here. Well, it came out. As by the time we're scheduling, which is starting July 3rd, they'll be ready. So that one is a little far. I'm gonna eat it anyway. Flavor's good. It's not too sharp. Or you can just do this, hand pick, like that. I would say, oh wow, that one was really sweet and yummy. Woohoo! I want to eat another one. I'm a big fan of picking them right off the bush and eating them. And I encourage that too, because honestly, that is part of the fun. I love to just pick them right in the mouth. So some of them go in here, some of them go, hello, Mr. Hindi. That one's not ready. That one's gonna be tart.
Not ripe.
Not ripe. Not ripe. This one's good. Look. I'd eat one of these two. Oh, that one's still pretty firm. One of those two might be okay. Come on over.
Not ripe.
So if you haven't yet met Mr. Hindi, because you're not a subscriber or follower,
Hey.
he is an educator over here in Corning. So he'll be here too and hanging out with everybody. What do you think?
Delicioso. Perfect.
Perfect. They're getting pretty good. Right. So I think that pretty much does it. The thing to be aware of is as you're leaning in, you're going to get this kind of thing happening. So that's where this can be really helpful, is because you can kind of take the tongs and push them over and hook them onto each other so that you can get in a little bit further to do your picking and grabbing. So thanks for joining us with our just a little hint of picking. Like I said, I'll send that email that's got all the information on there, and you will have all of the information, food for thought, literally, blackberries. So we can't wait to see you over the next few weeks. Well, week after next and the week after that, and maybe the weekend after that. Kind of just depends on how these guys do and what's left on the vines. We'll see you soon and watch us grow.